Doc, are you telling me you built a time machine out of a DeLorean? Hey guys, Corbin here, and yesterday was Back to the Future Day, and if you're wondering like what that is, I mean there was a bunch of like big events going on throughout. I know the U.S. I don't know about the rest of the world, but it was yesterday's Back to the Future Day because that is the day that Doc and Marty go to the year 2015. So I think it was like October 21st or whatever. Anyways, that's when they go back, and then today is the day that was on the newspaper that Doc brought or Doc was looking at to show. Just anyways, if you've seen the movie, you know what I'm talking about. And I didn't really do anything special for Back to the Future Day, which I like. If I had my trilogy, like if I had all three of the movies here with me, I would have definitely just had a marathon. But I do not have those here with me, so that's kind of bums me out. And I had two Back to the Future shirts. I would have loved to worn one of them for this video, but they're both back at home, so it's kind of bums me out too. But yeah, I just watched a bunch of YouTube videos. I watched like everything wrong with Back to the Future Part Two. There's a lot wrong with it. I mean, it was obvious. There's already a lot wrong with it, but there's a lot more wrong with it than I thought. Um, Black Nerd and Katie Wilson, they put up some videos. They went to some car event. I don't remember which car. It could have been Toyota. It could have been Honda. I don't know cars. It was just some car event for Back to the Future. Um, and they had this ad that that had Marty and Doc in it. It was their actors, Michael J. Fox and Christopher Lloyd. They're in the car with some, I don't know if he was a famous dude or just a random guy, but they're in the new car that they were trying to promote. And he's like, we got to get this baby up to 88. And Doc and Marty are like, "Ooh, why don't you just drive? Just drive." And I was like, all right, okay. But, yeah, no, really, I just watched a bunch of videos on it. There was a React video on it. Um, what other videos did I watch? I don't know. But either way, Back to the Future, the Back to the Future trilogy. I remember it was 8th grade, I believe. Well, I was going into 8th grade or something like that. And I was at the beach and I kept seeing these like little commercials for, it was either Nick at Night or Nickelodeon, saying all three Back to the Future movies are going to be on this following week or something. And I was like, huh. I've heard of that movie, I think. I just never really bothered with it. And I kept hearing things for it. And I was finally one day, I was like, you know what, maybe I'll watch it since I didn't get to watch it on. Because then it had like another marathon like a few months later when I was home. Because I couldn't watch it while I was at the beach. But then they had marathon later when I was back home a few months down the road. And I think I missed it or something. Then I was like, you know what, I actually kind of really want to watch these movies. So I went to Netflix back when no one got the instant on their TVs or laptops and stuff. Back when you actually got the DVDs, good times. But I went online and I put Back to the Future Part One, and then two and three at the top of my queue, and got them sent my way, and watched them. And I was like, holy crap, these movies are really good. And then I don't know, Christmas freshman or sophomore year, my mom got me the complete trilogy set with like the bonus copies, and like had like a bonus disc with like, not bonus copies, digital copies, and then a bonus disc with a bunch of commentary and like behind the scenes stuff and trivia. And like I'm by now I'm sure everybody knows this, but I didn't know it until I watched this disc. Originally they did not plan on using the DeLorean. They planned on using a refrigerator, but they were afraid that kids would get it, little kids would be trying to get in old refrigerators or something, and just to pretend. So it was safer to use a DeLorean because those aren't just sitting around everywhere. But and I think they use like a total of like 4 or 5 DeLoreans throughout all 3 movies, and one of them they just used the interior of it for like inside shots and whatnot. But yeah, no, I've really fallen in love with those movies. It's definitely not my favorite movie, but they're definitely up there. The third one's my least favorite. Could have been better, but it was definitely good. Fun fact, actually everybody knows this by now. The end of the first one, it says to be continued, just as a little joke. But they never actually planned on doing any more not videos, any more movies. But then they're like, you know what, that's actually a good idea, so let's do it. And then they planned on for the third one. But yeah, no, uh, yeah, first one's definitely my favorite. It just goes in order: first, second, third, in order of favorites. Um, there's the Jennifer is Marty's girlfriend. Changed. I don't know if I think it was the same actress for the last two movies, but also originally, what's his name? Stoltz. Eric Stoltz. Is that correct? He was originally they wanted Michael J. Fox, but he was too busy with Family Ties, so they got Eric Stoltz. They filmed like half of the movie with him in it, and then they're like, this guy just does not fit. So they're like, Michael, we gotta have you, dude. So then they scheduled around him and made it possible. He didn't get much sleep when he was doing it or whatever. There was a quote of him saying something like, "I'm 22. Why do I need sleep? Or what do I need sleep for?" Or something like that. But anyways, when they filmed with Eric Stoltz, they had the original Jennifer was gonna be Jennifer, but she couldn't, like, her scheduling didn't work out. So then they got another girl. I don't know her real name, but I really liked this when I found this out. It was Jan from The Office. I'm drawing a blank. I don't know how. The Jan from The Office, which was she worked for corporate, then she got fired. She had enhanced her boobs. She dated Michael. Yeah, just anyways, Jan. She was actually going to be her Jennifer, and they kept her like that even when they had Michael J. Fox become Marty. But then they're like, she's too tall, so let's go get the original girl. So that's what they did, and Jan was never got to be in it. And I've always I've wanted to see what it would have been like with Eric Stoltz, to see like, hey, maybe I like it better, but I just sorry, tired. I just feel like I wouldn't have liked it at all. But yeah, no, I was just sort of ranting, just talking real quick. I was just trying to make a quick video in honor of this, just because I love Back to the Future, and I'd feel weird if I didn't do a video for this. Didn't really have anything special planned. I just wanted to talk about some things. So hope you enjoyed this. It wasn't too enjoyable. I figured I just talked about some randomness, but I'll put down in the description below. I'll put a bunch of links to all the videos, Back to the Future videos that I watched yesterday. They're really interesting. Like Rhett and Link did one on real life time travelers. Just they're really interesting. So check all those out. So I'm out here. Well, yeah. Is there anything else? Not. Oh. Back to the Future. They just came out with a comic. Issue 1 came out yesterday. I need to go pick that up. Actually, I don't really know if it's gonna go with the movies, or if it's gonna be its own thing, or what it's doing. I just know I have to have it. But yeah. So why don't you make like a tree and get out of here?